cooperative is similar to corporation. Okay? So, di ba, nakita mo yung nakalimutan mo, paano pala tanggalin yung isang director? Okay? In case of vacancy, sino magvo-vote? Paano pala ang registration ng isang cooperative? So, if ever may nakalimutan ka, i-base mo na lang yung discussions natin sa corporation. Alright? Okay, so what are cooperatives or what is a cooperative? So when we speak of a cooperative, it is an autonomous and duly registered association of persons, okay, with a common band of interest. Okay, so take note of this phrase, with common band of, yan, this one, tandaan to, with common band of interest, who have voluntarily joined together to achieve their social, economic, and cultural needs and aspirations by making equitable contributions to the capital required, patronizing their products and services, and accepting a fair share of risks and benefits of the undertaking in accordance with the universally accepted cooperative principles. So as you can observe dito sa cooperative, it's like a partnership, di ba? It's like a partnership, kumbaga makikita mo yan in between partnership and corporation. O, sino itong mga to? Of course, these are group of persons. When we say persons, they can be natural or artificial persons, yung mga juridical persons natin. With, of course, with common band of interest. And it requires, of course, equitable contribution to the capital. In order, of course, to have profit, whatever the profits na generate ng cooperative, then it may declare these profits in the as dividends to the members. Sir, ano po yung mga categories ng cooperatives natin? In terms of membership, cooperatives shall be categorized into three, sorry. Number one, primary. Ang primary cooperative, ang member niya lang niya, ang mga members niya are natural persons. Okay? Usually, ang nakikita niyo mga cooperatives ay mga primary cooperatives. That is why lahat ng mga members doon ay natural persons. So, hindi pwedeng artificial, hindi pwedeng isang partnership or corporation or isang cooperative. Okay? The next one, we have secondary cooperative. It is one wherein the members are primaries. Meaning, yung secondary, mga members niya ay mga primary cooperatives. Yung mga members niya. Okay, usually, ilang primary cooperatives yan? At least 10. Okay? 10 primary cooperatives yan. Yan. Ang tertiary naman, ang members niya ay secondary. Yan, secondary cooperatives. Usually, ganun din. At least 10 secondary cooperatives. Okay, 10. At least 10 secondary cooperatives. So, yun yung mga categories ng cooperative as in terms of membership. Primary, natural persons lang. Secondary, mga primary cooperatives lang ang pwede. So, secondary, it cannot be a combination of a natural person and primary co-op. Hindi. Ang secondary, primary cooperatives lang ang members. Next, tertiary. Ganun din sa tertiary. Ang members lang ay mga secondary cooperatives. In fact, itong secondary and tertiary, ang tawag natin dyan ay federation. Okay. Yan. Federation. Federasyon. Yan. Yung secondary and tertiary. Okay. Ang tawag natin dyan ay mga federation. Okay. Now, in terms of territory, well, it can be categorized according to areas of operation. Okay. It can be, pwedeng sabihin na it is operated within a certain municipality. Pwede mo categorize na yung cooperative is operating within a certain city, a certain province, and so on and so forth. Okay. Yan, punta na tayo sa organization and registration. So again, huwag niyong kalimutan yung categories of cooperative natin. Kapag primary, natural person lang. or natural persons lang ang member. Pag secondary and tertiary, secondary primary lang, tertiary secondary lang. At least ilan? 10. Okay? Ang tawag natin dito sa secondary and tertiary, ang tawag natin sa kanila ay mga federation. Okay? Next, organizing and registration of cooperatives. Diba sa corporation, gano'n din yung ginawa natin. Okay? So, diniscuss muna natin yung preliminaries, mga different kinds of corporation, different kinds of shares, and so on and so forth. Ngayon, punta na tayo sa organization and registration of cooperative. Okay. So, halos parehas sa corporation yung ating discussion. Okay, so a cooperative may be organized and registered for any of the following purposes. Itong purposes, mga purposes na to, na-discuss na natin kanina, no? Dinidiscuss natin ng mga different kinds of cooperative. So, ano yung mga purposes? Halimbawa, to encourage thrift and savings mobilization among members. So, anong tawag natin sa cooperative na to? Well, pwedeng credit. Pwede siyang credit cooperative. Okay? Or financial cooperative na diniscuss natin kanina. Next, number 2, to generate funds and extend credit to its members. Ganun din. It's like a credit cooperative or a financial cooperative, or it can be a cooperative bank. Yeah. Next, to encourage among members systematic production and marketing. Number 3. So, papasok dyan yung marketing cooperative or producers cooperative. Next, to provide goods and services. Yan, to provide goods and services, consumer cooperative yan. Okay? To develop expertise and skills among its members. Pwedeng advocacy cooperative, pwedeng workers cooperative, okay? Pwede ring educational cooperative. Next, to acquire lands and provide housing benefits for the members. Okay? So, pasok dyan din yung agrarian or housing cooperative. To ensure against losses of the members, insurance cooperative. To promote and advance the economic, social, and educational status of members. This is the general at the primary purpose of a cooperative. So, any of the kinds of cooperative na binanggit natin kanina, papasok of course dito sa number 8. Diba? Kaya kapag na-memorize mo yung na-memorize mo and of course naintindihan mo yung mga different kinds of cooperative, for sure, hindi mo makakalimutan itong mga purposes ng isang cooperative. Kasi yung purposes na to ay yung mga purposes din, yung mga purposes din na nabanggit dun sa different kinds of cooperative natin. Okay? So, huwag kalimutan ito. So, those are the purposes. Next. May dagdag pa pala. Number 9, to establish, own, lease, or operate cooperative banks. Yan. So, cooperative banks. Next, to coordinate and facilitate activities of cooperative, to advocate for the cause of the cooperative movements. Yan yung advocacy cooperative natin. To ensure viability of cooperatives through utilization of new technologies. To encourage and promote self-help, self-employment. Yan yung workers cooperative natin. Next, to undertake any and all activities for the effective and efficient implementation of the provisions of the cooperative code. Of course, papasok lahat. Itong number 14, papasok lahat yung mga categories ng ating cooperative. Like yung diniscuss natin sa number 8. Okay? So, these are the different purposes of a cooperative. Okay? Next, sir, paano na tayo mag-organize ng cooperative? So, na-discuss na natin yung mga purposes ng isang cooperative. So, paano i-organize? Sa corporation, take note sa corporation, di ba? Ang incorporator natin, it should not be more than 15. Pero sa cooperative, it is at least 15. At least 15, meaning 15 or more. Okay? It is 15 or more. Natural persons. Take note, natural persons, when it comes to primary, okay, primary cooperative. Kasi kapag secondary and tertiary, of course, ang members doon ay mga primary cooperative. Thus, yung mag-organize doon ay artificial persons. Nakuha? So, ulitin natin na, in organizing a primary cooperative, ang requirement ay 15 or more natural persons. Wag kayong malito sa corporation. Ang corporation, not more than 15. Not more than 15. So 15 or less. Ang cooperative naman, 15 or more. Okay? Natural person, natural person. Unlike sa co-op, it can be natural, it can be artificial. Nakuha? Pero dito, pag primary, natural lang. Pag secondary, of course, artificial. Pag tertiary, the same, artificial din. Filipino citizens, take note, may citizenship requirement. Siyempre, legal age and have common bond of interest. Ito lang naman importante, di ba? Dapat may common bond of interest kayo. And are actually residing or working in the intended area of operation. May organize a primary cooperative. So take note sa primary cooperative natin, ang isang organizer, by the way, ang tawag natin dyan sa mga founder ay organizer. Unlike sa corporation, ang tawag natin sa kanila ay incorporators. Dito naman, organizers. Okay? Tawag natin sa kanila ay organizers. Okay? Anong requirement? At least 15. 15 or more. Natural persons, Filipino citizens, and are residing or working in the intended area of operation. So, yan yung mga qualifications ng isang organizer. Okay? So, ulitin natin, ano yung mga qualifications ng organizer? At least 15. Natural persons. Filipino citizen. Number 4, legal age. Number 5, having common bond of interest. And number 6, residing and working in the intended area of operation. So, those are the qualifications, of course, of an organizer or organizers of a primary cooperative. Okay. So, nabanggit ko na kanina dito that a single-purpose cooperative may transform into a multi-purpose or may create subsidiaries only after 2 years. At least 2 years of operation. Okay? So, di ba, ang cooperative masyadong technical. Okay. Sabi ko, ma-appreciate mo ang isang cooperative kapag maging active member ka sa isang cooperative. It's like corporation. Ma-appreciate mo ang isang corporation kapag stockholder ka ng isang corporation. Yung problema dito sa corporation and cooperative, halos parehas lang na very technical. Minsan hindi tayo makarelate dito. Okay? Unlike yung sabi ko nga, unlike obligations and contracts, sales, diba? Day to day, we enter into a contract and therefore magkakaroon tayo ng obligasyon. Yan. We enter into a contract of sale. Nakaka-relate tayo. Unlike cooperative, hindi. But what can we do? This is part of our RFBT. And take note, dapat ang isipin mo para at least siguro ma-inspire ka, 10% nung total ng RFBT or 10% of that 100 questions sa RFBT manggagaling sa co-op. Okay, sa cooperative natin. So, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na, sir, boring. Ayaw ko nang i-review itong cooperative. No. Take note, 10% yan, 10 items yan. Malay mo, yung 10 items na yun yung magsasabi kung magtatap ka or hindi. Or yun yung magsasabi kung papasa ka or hindi. Okay? So, kailangan natin aralin mabuti itong cooperative. Right? Next. So, take note of the organizing, lalo na yung qualifications ng mga organizers natin. Okay. In organizing a primary cooperative, ang sinasubmit natin sa CDA, okay? Ang sinasubmit natin sa CDA ay Articles of Cooperation. Sa corporation, Articles of Incorporation. Dito naman, Articles of Cooperation, which shall be signed by each of the organizers. So it should be approved by all the organizers. Okay? So parang incorporators din. It should be approved by all incorporators and acknowledged by them if natural persons when it comes to primary cooperative. Pag secondary, pwedeng i-acknowledge na ni chairperson nila or yung kanilang secretary when it comes to secondary or tertiary cooperative. Okay? So again yung diniscuss natin kanina natural person, ang nire-refer natin ay mga primary cooperatives. Pero kapag secondary and tertiary, of course, artificial persons ang members nun or ang organizers nun. Okay? Now, the articles of cooperation, anong makikita natin doon? It's like articles of incorporation. Of course, the name of the cooperative. Okay? We shall include the word cooperative. Take note. Cooperative or yung Tagalog na cooperativa. Okay? Yan. Okay. Next, of course, kasama din yung purpose or purposes, yung scope ng kanyang business. Next, of course, term of existence of the cooperative. Ang term of existence ng cooperative is 50 years. And it can be renewed for another 50 years. And it can be renewed for another 50 years. So parang old corporation code. Okay? Na ang life ng isang corporation dun sa old corporation code natin ay 50 years. And it can be renewed for another 50 years. Yung renewal, walang limit. Okay? Basta every time na mag-renew ka, up to 50 years yan. Right? Next, the area of operation, of course, kasama din yan or yung principal office niya. Area of operation, and then of course yung address ng kanyang principal office. Names and nationality of the registrants or yung organizers natin. The common bond of membership. Pag sinabi mo ito, mga farmers ito, mga drivers ito, or mga residents ng ganitong municipality or city. Okay? Next, list of names of the directors who shall manage the cooperative. Okay. Next, the amount of each share capital, the names and residence of its contributors, and a statement of whether the cooperative is primary, secondary, or tertiary. So yan, yung mga napapaloob dun sa ating articles of hindi incorporation cooperation. Okay. So tandaan hindi articles of incorporation kundi articles of cooperation. Yan yung makikita niyo. Okay? Usually, yung mga documents na required to be submitted sa Cooperative Development Authority, ang tawag natin dyan ay economic survey. Okay? Kasama dyan, of course, yung articles of cooperation, yung bylaws, and so on and so forth, yung mga requirement ng CDA. Okay, so every group of individuals or cooperatives intending to form a cooperative shall submit to the CDA a general statement describing, among others, of course, the structure and purposes of the proposed cooperative. And then, of course, 4 copies of each of the proposed articles of incorporation, bylaws, general statement required under Article 11 of the Cooperative Code. Ito yung mga organizational chart and so on and so forth. Okay, check nyo na lang ito, yung Article 11 of the Cooperative Code natin. Shall be submitted to the CDA. Okay, so ang tawag natin dyan sa mga documents na yan ay, of course, economic survey. Okay, economic survey. Ano napapaloob dito? Basta yung organizational chart, yung mga cooperative officers ng isang cooperative. Okay. Next. Ayan. So, meron na tayong articles of cooperation. Okay? So, napirmahan na lahat ng organizers natin. Andun din yung bylaws natin. Take note sa cooperative, dapat sabay ang articles of cooperation at saka bylaws na sinasubmit. Unlike sa corporation, ang bylaws, it can be submitted prior to incorporation or after incorporation. However, sa cooperative, sinasabay natin doon sa pag-submit natin ng articles of cooperation. Nakuha? Sinasabay natin yan. Okay? So, kasama din ang bylaws doon sa documentary requirements doon sa economic survey natin. So, minimum subscribed and paid up shares. Sa corporation, okay, sa corporation, walang minimum subscribe, walang minimum paid up or paid in. Nakuha? So dito, nirelate natin ang corporation sa cooperative para at least hindi tayo malito. Okay? Para at least mas lalo natin maintindihan. Okay? Sa corporation, walang minimum subscribe, walang minimum paid up. Okay? Sa cooperative, balik ka dun sa old corporation law or corporation code. Ano yon? It requires, okay, that at least 25% of the authorized share capital has been subscribed. And out of that subscribed capital share, 25% must have been paid. So yung 25% requirement applicable dito sa cooperative. It's like the old corporation code. Diba? 25%. But take note, the minimum paid up capital is 15,000. Yan. Unlike sa org corporation code, 5,000. Dito, minimum is 15. Right? So 25%, applicable. But of course, meron tayong exception dito. So ano yung mga exceptions natin dito? When it comes to multi-purpose cooperative, 100,000. Okay? So, di ba ang general rule, 15. Ano yung exception dito? Multi-purpose cooperative, magkano? 100,000. Secondary cooperative, okay? Pag secondary cooperative, 500,000. Pag tertiary cooperative, 5 million. Or whatever required by the feasibility study, whichever is higher. Don't worry, ito, didiscuss natin mamaya yan. Pupunta rin lang tayo dito mamaya. Okay? Basta tandaan, pag single-purpose cooperative, at least 15,000. Pag multi-purpose cooperative, 100,000. O, tandaan itong mga to. Lagyan nyo ng asterisk yung mga yan. Tigta 3. Kasi kailangan nga natin i-anticipate yung mga pwede nilang itanong. Yan. Pwede nilang itanong yung mga yan eh. What's the minimum paid up capital required of primary cooperative? 15,000. Multi-purpose cooperative, 100,000. Secondary cooperative, 500,000. Tertiary cooperative, 5 million or whatever required under the feasibility study, whichever is higher. So yan yung mga pwede nilang itanong. Kaya dapat magaling din tayo mag-predict, okay, ng mga pwede nilang itanong. So habang nagre-review ka, dapat lagyan mo ng mga asterisk. Okay? Mga ina-anticipate natin na pwede nilang itanong. Okay? Now, the CDA shall periodically assess the required paid up share capital and maybe increase it every after 5 years when necessary upon consultation with the cooperative sector, including of course yung NEDA natin, the National Economic Development Authority. Sorry, authority ito. Okay? Authority. National Economic Development Authority. Yan. So, huwag nyo kalimutan yan, ha? Yung subscribe, paid up, minimum paid up capital. Okay?